Florida State has just really fallen off, and now we're in a spot where Mike Norvell, I feel like, is more likely than not going to get fired by the end of the year. They're 0-3 in ACC play now. The shine of the Alabama game is long gone. You know, you're making the case that Alabama is a completely different team. It feels like this Florida State team's a different
100%.
team.
Well, actually, and I know JP would probably push. I think JP said it 2 weeks ago, previewing Florida State versus Miami. I think that Florida State's like a one-trick pony, and it's Tommy Castellanos as a running quarterback, and then maybe hitting like a deep shot here now and then.
I think the biggest thing I've seen from the Bama game to these games is the defense just isn't there. You're giving up 30-plus to Pitt. You gave up a bunch of points to UVA, couldn't get stops when you needed it. That's kind of the big thing for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, I think we knew from the jump what the offense was going to be.
And it's stayed consistently being that. Which is, like I said, just running through Tommy Castellanos kind of in a – well, I'm not going to make comparisons. We're not going to ramble about that too much. JP, any thoughts?
No, I agree with Jack. It's been defense.
Yeah.
To not be able to, like, to be scored on like they were against Chandler Morris in Virginia. Miami, they hit every explosive play possible, it felt like, which was insane. And then you think this week they're playing a true freshman quarterback in his second ever start, and he comes down to Doak Campbell Stadium and cooks you for 34. That's a problem. That can't happen. I also think the offense, like I said, that 2 weeks ago, you are correct, Sanders. I did say they were a one-trick pony, and they are. But for them to like not take advantage of, I'll give the credit to the defense, turning turnovers. Chandler Morris threw 3 picks. The freshman threw 2 picks this weekend. Now Carson Beck didn't turn the ball over, so kind of a moot point in that game. But in those games against Pitt and Virginia, the ones you're expected to win, the ones you're favored in, that can't happen. That's what bad teams do, is not score off turnovers, and they have been bad and haven't scored off turnovers, so that's on them as well. And then Tommy he just gave the ball to the other team. And against Virginia, he gives it away 2 times. Against Miami, 2 times. It's crazy the swing in momentum at that school. And you could pick any date range, and you would still be kind of shocked at how momentum has switched in that program. You could pick 2 years. You could pick 3 years. You could pick 1 year. You could pick 6 weeks. It's insane. I will go ahead and say it. It's not a hot take. I think that's another job that probably opens.
I completely agree.
That's another high-profile job that opens. Florida State is, with Jimbo Fisher, of course, they were excellent, but that's a high-profile spot. They have been one of the better teams in the ACC forever. You have Florida recruiting. Tallahassee is beautiful. That stadium is electric. You have one of the best traditions in the sport with the tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
It's kind of inexcusable to lose these kinds of games, and they're doing that again with Mike Norvell. Not a hot take either, but if they lose at Stanford this weekend, fire Mike Norvell.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think he probably gets fired after Clemson blows them out of the water in 3 weeks.
Sure.
As more jobs start to open, we'll have to do like a tier list, because I agree that Florida State is an excellent job opening, probably also at the top of that A tier.
Yeah.
So we'll have to like put together like a Technical Fowl tier list of job openings.
I agree.